Hello everyone, good evening all of you. How are you all? Please let me know in chat box if my voice is clear to all of you. Please confirm in the chat box, am I audible to you? Okay, great. Let's start the session and see what we have to go through the particular day when you are going to learn that how to build a high paying career in business and data analytics while understanding the roadmap. Okay, so just a minute. Fine. So let's check the things that we have now. Okay. And chat box will be available to you all throughout the session. So you feel comfortable to post anything, any queries that you have into the chat box. Okay. So what we are going to discuss today, that is how to build a high paying career in business and data analytics as we are in 2026. So, what will be the roadmap that we will follow so that right from the very zero level we can prepare ourselves for the jobs and being confident for the industrial interviews. So, I welcome you all once again in today's webinar where you are going to learn about the business and the data analytics as well as learn how to prepare yourself for the industries. And with a hands-on practice, one small project also we are going to perform on it that will let you know that how quickly the particular insights can be driven from the data. Okay. So the very first thing that we have, that is very brutal hiring truth about the industry. So as you all trying to apply on LinkedIn and other application platforms where you see 500 plus applicants are applying on a single job, right? A single post, single JD, right? Out of those, 50 got shortlisted and just 10 of them are interviewed. What happened finally? Just one got selected. So, same skills, same practice, same tool knowledge, then why this happens? Why your profiles are not getting shortlisted? So, let's dive into it and see why most people stay stuck. So, the this webinar I would like to start with a single line that 1 year later most people are still planning. So, what is the planning part? As long as you will consume your time, it is consumed into planning only. So, start building yourself and get ready for the industry right now. So, what are the things that we have to look into here? That is first thing, that is 70% of the candidates confused over path, the roadmap that we are going to discuss. No clear roadmaps are there with them. They don't know how to move ahead. What should I prepare for? Okay. So that is the issue where 70% are stuck and too slow. That is 5 to 6 months to consume in the era of AI. If you will consume 5 to 6 months to get prepared, just learning the tools, right? Not having the constantly in tutorial mode. Okay, so that is where also you will get stuck. Tutorial mode is just like you are just going ahead, copy, paste, execute, and yes, it is running. So that kind of thing are going on with the tool practices. And 40%, 40% are apply for all, whatever job you will search where analyst is added, 40% apply on it, all jobs, without any portfolio projects, without any experience in practical implementations, and 50% failures. How? Struggle in interview, not prepared strategically. So these are the reasons, major reasons where most of the people stuck, and they walk out of it. They say no, this industry is not for me. But this particular industry is for everyone, everyone from every field and any domain also. So what you need to do, plan in a circles, like not just a single topic, single tool. You have to plan it structured way. Okay, no theory overloading, because it is a field of data. Practical implementation is very essentially required. Apply randomly. That is also one of the reason, because we start learning with Excel and say, oh, Excel is very small tool, I know about it. So let's move on to SQL. We move on to the SQL and say, oh, I'm not getting it, it is very typical. So let's move on to some visualization tool. So every time you are feeling under confidence, right, you never come up with that particular level from where you feel confident. Okay, so let's understand how you can come up with these particular things and understand that what basically you need to learn throughout the journey to become an analyst. Okay, and the myths of the industry, that lot of videos I seen, a lot of people I discussed with, then I come to the conclusion that more certifications are never for more salary. Certifications doesn't mean that you are going to have more salary, higher salaries. And only the Python alone will not define as you are a data scientist. And a lot of influencers, a lot of mentors says that just go and watch for YouTube. That's fine, that's good to getting understand about the domain, understand what is in this particular domain. But that will not make you the job ready. That can give you a knowledge about something. You can learn that thing, but not a job ready things, right? So clarity, clarity says the certifications. Okay, execution, it means the information. That's the thing. We need to understand this big fact about the industry, where if you are collecting a lot of certifications from free courses and from different platforms like that, so that is not going to work for higher salaries, more salary applications, and more selections. Okay, and if you know Python only, then also you can't say that being you are going to be selected as a data scientist. So what you need to do, okay, understand that from confused to confident, how you become into it, how this transformation can happen, what is the structure that you need to go through. Very first, you need to understand the background you are from. Okay, you need to understand your background. Now you will say, sir, I am from non-IT background, so that is my background, so I can't go ahead within the IT sector. This is not IT sector. This is a practical field where you are implementing your mathematical knowledge. Okay, the struggles you need to come up. Definitely, if you want some success, struggles will be in front of you. You need to come up with those struggles. That struggles is during your practices. Whatever you are learning, you have to do the practice of it. Okay, and structured training, go with a particular structured training sort of things, like for 3 months. That's sufficient, more than sufficient in today's era of AI. Need to understand, don't consume your time more than that in particular tool learnings. Okay, because the main task starts after learning those tools. Tools are the part of current time. As you've seen that Python itself overcome a lot of different type of programming languages. Even nowadays, no one hears about the R language, which is said to be a very strong analytical tool, right? Everyone working with Python. Maybe it will be possible that in upcoming decades, Python will also get changed by some other language, which is more advanced, right? And after that, interview cleared first salary. You don't need to worry about that what salary you are going to get. As a fresher, I am saying, because you need to get a dive into that particular industry first of all. Understand the practicalities over there. That structure you need to go ahead with it. Okay, so if you have any sort of doubts, feel free to drop it into the chat box. I will take care of all your doubts. Okay, so what makes something job ready? So understand this particular thing. Okay, tools is definitely required. Okay, so business understanding, when you are getting into the analytics, what you are doing, okay, what you are doing, you are understanding the business to give the solution to them, right? Second thing is your struggles. Struggle doesn't mean that you are suffering from something. Exactly, you are struggling to understanding the business and getting the solution for them, right? The what kind of struggle you need to do, that is the way, right? In a positive direction are you struggling, or the path that you are following will not have any end. Then the analytical approach, what approach you are following. Are you going ahead with the new tools? Are you going with the old techniques, or what? Which particular tool you need to select? Okay, and very important thing, that is the communication part, which is very important because you are continuously in the contact, in the communication, in the conversations of the stakeholders. So communication is the key. How confidently you are dealing your stakeholders, how confidently you are conveying your analytics to the stakeholder, how confidently you are proving your recommendations. Okay, then definitely the portfolio project. Without this, there is no industry who is going to understand your skills, your implemented projects, your basic implementation skills, your approach, right? And definitely from 100, 500, 1,000 people, 10, 15 people are got selected without a portfolio project also due to their communication skills and better understanding of the business. But to support your resume, to support your profile, you need such a portfolio projects that stands you out to prove yourself. Okay, that is what you start a journey which is said as job ready. Okay, then understand the what is delay costing you. So generally I ask people that what is your current salary. Okay, so they say 3 lakh. Okay, 3 lakh per year. What is industry average? Industry average is 8 lakh per year. After 1 year, if you are going to join or if you are going to plan the things, after 1 year you will get into your job, right? Then there is a difference of this 5 lakh rupees. 1 lakh is not a value, but if you will say 5 lakh lost in 1 year just due to get stuck into planning, okay, that is not correct, right? So you lost 5 lakh rupees in a year if you delay for 1 year, right? So get prepare yourself right now, right this moment. Start thinking, okay? Then let's understand now that what all this about we are talking. First thing that is over there, that is business analytics. So about business analytics, there are a lot of things comes into the mind in general communications also, general discussions also, that whoever is just a beginners, they say business analytics and data analytics are same, but there is a huge difference in between these two. So let's understand that thing. Business analytics basically practice and planning. When you are having the data, when you are having the knowledge about the business, when you are having the critical thinking approach, that yes, I can drive decisions on the basis of data and give a solution to the industry. That approach you need as being an business analyst, right? So the difference, see, the data analyst extracts insights from the data. Reporting, it means visualize and share the insights. And decision making says making strategical business decision. Okay. So from the data, you are the one as a business analyst who are discussing with the stakeholders, collecting the requirement, converting it into the planning, and then after the extraction of insights from the data start works. So you decide initially that what my stakeholder requirement are. Okay. Then just a simple thing, that what is data analytics then? Basically, data analytics is also a part of analytics where the raw data from raw data. Always we says raw data. Okay. So from that raw data, generally three things need to be identified from it. That is descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive. Okay. So what the industries need? Industry need to know what was the performance of my company, why that performance, how my company is going to perform in upcoming time, and what are the solutions through which I can improve the whole performance. Only these things the industry need. So from which the industry is going to take decision that okay fine, these are the causes, these are the recommendations, I will implement it and gain the performances that as per my requirement I will go ahead. Okay, so the different type of analytics that I just told you, where first thing that is descriptive analytics, that explains us that what happened. Okay, because data is historical. From that historical data you are going to gain a lot of information about it and why it happened. Okay, if the performance, or suppose if the sales are very high, then why it is so high, if it is low, why it is low. So why it happened, the reasons comes with the diagnostic analytics. And predictive and prescriptive gives us the information, the insights about what is going to be happen, the predictions, and how I can improve it. Okay, what is going to be happen, that is predictive, but how I can improve that, how I can gain more improved performance, that is prescriptive analytics. So these things only is required in industry, and they dedicatedly need to know all these things. That's what is analytics. Okay, hope you all understood it in a better way now. Fine. So in industry, basically what is their requirement, understand that particular thing. If you say marketing, okay, in marketing what is their requirement, customer segmentation. They need to understand what type of customers I have, campaign performance. Okay, so how the previous campaign, current campaign performed, what is my conversion rates into it, how I can optimize my leads, right? Many more things. And similarly in finance, if you will see, credit risk analysis, fraud detection, investment optimization. So different field, different requirement. Similarly, if you will get into the e-commerce, you will see they need recommendation engines, just like Netflix sort of things. If you will see Amazon, if you will see, recommendations are a lot of attraction to the customers, and pricing optimization according to the competitors, and what will be the sales forecasting are to be over there. Okay, then if you will talk about the healthcare do have a very different perspective. They need to know their patient outcomes, operational efficiency, disease predictions. So finance, e-commerce, they are into the different requirements. Marketing need a targeted data, healthcare need to understand the performance basically, right? How the things are going on. Okay, how can I can make the things much more better. Okay, then let's see how does a data analyst works, or you can say a business analyst also works. So the very first thing, that is collect data. This is a life cycle. of analytics also, you can see. So the analysts, first of all, according to the requirement, they collect the data, okay, whatever the source. We are not going into the source right now, because there are a lot of different kind of sources, like gathering from the server data servers, from the different sources, from the website. Okay, so wherever the client have their data, collecting the data, clean that data and organize it. Because as I said, we will always say raw data, right? According to the requirement, you need to clean it and organize it as per your requirement, okay, in a structured format. Then only it will be able to implement on any analytical tool. Over here only, in single step, you are going to use different kind of tools to finding the trends, patterns, insights, those things. Okay. Then from the visualization, you create the dashboards, highlight the performances, right? According to those particular performances, you give your recommendations. Okay, that is, present your insights in front of the stakeholder. This is the simple cycle in which the data analysts are working. Okay, so what does it that mean? That they are transform the raw data into valuable insights through which the stakeholders are taking decisions, right? So hope you understood that what exactly the data analysts, business analysts, they are working into the industry. Okay, so as I said you, just only the tools are not sufficient, because it is just used at a single step. Okay, they are a part of analytics, not complete analytics. Fine. So here you will see the career path in business analytics, right from start learning, then get hired and having growth into your career. So start the learning, go for the internships like that. So first step that you need to carry on, that is the foundations. Tools gives you the foundation. That's truth. Okay, that build you with confidence that yes, I have the knowledge about it. Okay, then second is the advanced tool structures and the advanced techniques that you need to learn with, right? Then the main step after learning the tools that always you skips before getting into the jobs, that is the key skills. From these steps, you have to concise, you have to optimize, you have to understand what you learn. You learn how to do the data cleaning, data analysis, dashboarding, getting the business insights. Okay, then once you will get hired, what are the different kind of roles that will be offered to you? That is business analyst, data analyst, BI analyst, and the data scientist sort of roles. And how you are going to grow in your career? You will join as an analyst, then it will be promoted as senior analyst, then you will become team lead, then manager, then the analytical head of your company. This will be the roadmap. Okay, and what sort of projects you can very common in into the industry also. Okay, so who are the top recruiters into this domain? Like Amazon, Flipkart, TCS, Infosys, Deloitte, Accenture, Google, Microsoft. Okay, why they are the top recruiters? Because they have very large data. They need more analysts to work on. Okay, and what is the salary trend when you will be hired and promoted? 3 lakh initially, then 8 lakh, then 15 lakh. So like this, the smooth growth will be over there. In just 3 years, you will definitely be in such an industry, in such a company where you are getting more than 25 LPA. Okay, that's my promise. That after this webinar, just after 3 years of it, you can ping me that yes, what salary you are getting, and I can bet you that you will be getting more than 25 LP in that time. Okay, so this is the key of success, where you have to start with learning, you have to struggle with those strategies, you have to struggle with your practices, then only success will be there. Fine. So let's, this is the time to implement now. Okay, and no excuses, just executions we need to implement. Let's have a hands-on practice right now with a world famous data on which we are going to work. Okay, that is sample superstore data. It is a e-commerce data set, and with this particular data set we will try to find out the insights. Okay, I'm going to use Power BI as a tool. The data will be in the Excel CSV format. Okay, and I will show you the interface of Excel, SQL, Power BI, and Tableau, all the four. Okay, so get ready. We are starting the implementation. Then we will come back over here to understand now what we need to implement, how we will move ahead into it. Okay, so let's implement it. Let me start the Power BI. Okay, so get ready if you are having the tools with you, if you implemented it before, if you used it before. Okay, just open that Power BI and try to have practice with me. Okay, let it get started. Fine, that's the interface of Power BI when you will install. Okay, and the download links also be there in the description, so you can go through download these tools also, right? Let me get into the blank report. I have a Excel file with me, so let's import it. Get data, more option. Okay, now you will see that how many different type of options you have to import data into Power BI. A lot. This is the all. You can see how many different type of sources you have from where you can collect your data, right? So our requirement is the Excel. Fine. So directly selecting this, connect it. It will ask you to browse your file. Okay, I am selecting the file which is already saved here. This data set, I will give you the link also from where you can download it. Okay, so you can practice with this particular data set also. Okay, once you will connect your data set, it will show you what are the different tabs you have, what are the different tables you have in your data. So here some previews will be available for you. You can go through the preview and understand what kind of data you have with you, right? So I'm just selecting the orders file, click on load. Fine, and let Power BI do its job to load the data into Power BI. Now this particular data, while it is uploading, let me tell you what is all about. This is an e-commerce data set. which is giving us the information about the data, the transactions, the invoices that are happened. Okay, so let's get the insight out of it and build a interactive dashboard on it. Okay, so using this one, you can see the Power BI loads the data in it and convert it in a structured format, in a compatible format of Power BI. You can see over here that what different type of columns I have in my data. And from the left side, in table view also, you can check what sort of data you have. It will give you the complete view of your data. So you can see that different variety of data I have in it, where order IDs, order date, shipping mode, the customer ID, customer related data, its location based data, the reason wise data, and if you will see the product related information is also there. Its sales, the discount, and the profits are also available. Okay, so from this data, if you want to go ahead, the very first thing that comes into your mind that, oh, we just have the sales and the quantity value, why don't we create the particular total sales in it? So the calculations you need to do for that. Okay, for that, if you see on the top, you have a new column option. Okay, if you will click on that, a simple calculation we are doing, we are not including discount in it. Fine, so this is the new column. Let's say total underscore revenue. Fine, what will be the total revenue? That will be sales into quantity. I am just search for sales. Where it is? It is over here. I will multiply it by the quantity. So orders quantity is over here. If I will click on enter, okay, you will see that a new column with the total revenue is generated, right? And coming back over here, let's create an interactive dashboard. Okay, so when we need a dashboard it means that contains multiple visualization all together on a single page. Okay, so let's have a text box. We will not create any fancy dashboards. We will create a simple dashboard that is required by the industry. Okay, so let's say sales performance of superstore. Okay, make it correct. Fine, make this particular one as a center, increase the font size of it. All right, make it bold, underline. All right, I will go to the effects, background color. I am just changing it slightly so that it will look better. Right, now you are having the heading of your dashboard. Now what exactly you need to analyze? You must have a problem statement with you that will give you the understanding that how things to be work. Okay, fine. So let's say that we need to understand the sales performance. So sales performance across what? Across what? So let's have the first of all the KPI values that will define the broad area. So we have the cards with us, right? These cards I will drop the sales, the profit, the discount. Okay, fine, and total revenue. Instead of the sales, I am taking the total revenue into it, right? So profit, I will rename it, make all things correct, right? Fine, this is the total profit. You can see now this is your total discount. Fine, this one is your total revenue already written, so we'll just make the correct. Fine, so three things we have with us. Okay, then the quantities we have not added. Let's add the quantity also. So total quantity. From these four things, right, the industry can easily understand that how the performance of the things are going on, right? The cards, you can make it correct. Okay, rounded rectangles. Okay, let's have more rounded corners with it, right? The borders, we can say paddle divider background. If you need, you can change the background also, slight this color, fine. And the call out values that you have, okay, go to the values, make it into center, right? Make it a little bit bigger. Okay, that works, that's fine, right? This will be in the black color now, right? So this is what the values we have now in front of us, that how exactly the total profit is coming, what is the total uh, discounts are given, what is the total revenue that is generated, and what is the total quantity sold. Okay, so this is the first thing in front of you. Now you understand that, okay, I have some particular values in with me. Now I need to understand what is the total revenue across the different regions. Okay, so let's select this particular chart and say taking the total revenue across the regions, right? And making the labels only, right? Not making any fancy things. Okay, if you need to understand, focus it and see. In west region we are getting the maximum sales, right? And in the south we are getting the minimum sales. Okay, that is the one thing, right? From here we are understanding the distribution of our sales across the different regions, right? So this chart also you need to make it more clear. What is missing in it? Check. You have sum of total sales, make it correct, fine. So total revenue by region on the top, total revenue in the left side, and regions in the bottom, right? So from here it will be very clear. Now if you just need to understand the west region, click on the west region, you will see these values are getting changed also. Total profit in the west is 110,000, right? Whereas total revenue is 3.6 million. Where in south, what is the condition? It is just 46,000 and 2 million revenue. If you will check the center is also giving you 2.49 million revenue. If you will check the south is giving more profit as compared to the center. So that thing also need to be monitored in it, right? Those are the insights. Okay, later on we will see some of the AI features of Power BI also, right? And how you are going to plan all these things, quickly I will let you know. Okay, don't worry, fine. Now I need to understand the sales across the different categories. Let's have a simple pie chart. Okay, let's have the categories and the total revenue with me. So percent wise distribution of the categories are in front of me. That office supplies and this one, so third 33, 35, 31, almost similar distribution of categories is there, right? Make the value correct again, not the sum of revenue, right? So this is the, that is sum of revenue again, sum of total revenue, make it correct, fine. So this is the second perspective that we have. According to the technology, if you want to filter out, you can check that central and south both are giving you the same sales, right? And with the furnitures, there are slightly difference now. And for office supplies, within west and east, almost similar variation is appearing. So see how minor to minor things we are monitoring into it. Okay. Let's check the trend that we have through the line chart with the order dates and the sales. Let's correct the name again. So this is the growth, how the business is going on, as it started into 2023, little bit down in 2024, but now it is growing. Okay, I need to check more into it. So this is quarter wise analysis, this is monthly analysis, and this is day wise analysis. So from here you can see that your total revenue on the 17th of every month having the maximum sales. In the mid of the month, we are getting the maximum sales. After that, sales continuously goes down. If you check month-wise analysis, here again you are getting after October, right? Some dip in November, then in December there will be constant movements in it, right? So that is also one of the thing. Okay, if you select a particular month, then also you can check what exactly you are getting into these months, right? What is the profit you are getting, how much quantities are to be sold, like this. So if you will check again your days on 17th, check the profit is just 17.2 thousand. Total discounts are given as 50% of it. Okay, revenue is just 633,000. If you check this particular point, 13,000 profit. Over here, 17,000 profit. Correct? So 17,000 profit you are getting with the sales of 633, whereas on 21st you are getting almost equal profits with 505 sales over there. Okay, so that is the reason. On the bottom also you can check that what is exactly going on if I am getting the profits of 266, right? So now here one thing comes into your mind, that is what is the profit ratio I am getting. So profit ratio, how you can calculate. So if you will get over here, there is a new measure calculations. Okay, how you are going to calculate profit ratio? Measures are the aggregation values. So let's say profit ratio or profit margin also you can say. So we have sum of profit, it will be divided by sum of total revenue. Okay, and using the divide function also of DAX functions, you can also create this particular profit ratio. Now as we are having the profit ratio also, let's include it over here. Profit ratio, so the profit ratio, total profit ratio, we are getting 0.03 only if we are calculating the total revenue. That is very low, right? Within the technology it is 0.4, with this one 0.01, 0.03, right? So check in that case. In south you are getting 0.02 and in west you are getting 0.03, right? And the same almost you are getting into the center also. Okay, so that particular thing gives you an overall idea about it, that okay, fine, the things are like going in this way. Fine. So the next thing that we have, that is I need to understand the things according to the different kind of subcategories I have. Okay, so let's move it a little bit up. Okay, and if you need to conclude, you can conclude with the three charts. You will understand more into it with these three charts also. And even if you want to increase, okay, let's have one more chart, because when you will put it on a big screen, okay, 20 charts also compatible on it. Fine, let's have a particular tree map, and tree map I am considering my subcategory and the total revenue. Okay, and let's have the values also with it. This is what the different kind of categories I have and how the different category is performing. That is also one thing I need to understand. Fine. So from this chart, it will be easy to understand what exactly the products are working. Across the products, what is my total revenue I'm getting, right? Total sales I'm having in it. So chairs are giving me the maximum sales. If you will check over here, if you click on it, total profits that you are also getting, that is 27,000 approx into it, right? So that is how, just by using 4 charts, we are getting a lot of information on it. Let's see that it is the simplest way to getting the information. So now how I can make more interesting my particular analysis. Let's increase the size of the charts like this. Fine. Okay. You can make it more easily, right? The settings there over there. So I need to have more information from it. So I need to dive into more informative way so that I can interact with this chart very easily. I will use slicers in it. Okay. First slicer, let's say, and subcategories are already available. So according to the shipping mode, I need to understand my sales also. So I will do a slide settings into it like title, okay, and put it on the top over here like this. Fine, expand it slightly. So all the shipping modes are available with me, right? Have one more slicer with me. See what are more things. I have segments with me, right? According to these 3 segments. So segment wise, category wise analysis we already have. So you will work it from that particular chart. That's why slicers are not required for it. Okay. So over here, 3 categories we have. Now add one more into it. And if you want, according to different more categories that you are having with you, like reason you can put, and you can put the particular order dates also into it, so that slightly improved format that you will have, that okay fine, I can add it according to my dates also. This is how you can make the difference into your charts, that okay fine, let's analyze the things according to the dates also. Fine. So make it a little bit larger. Okay. Now let's have one more thing into it. Okay. That is additional text slicers also you have list of slicers also with you. Okay. So that also you can add into it, different sort of more combinations, image also you can add into it. You can add more charts also into it, right? So let's have one more simple slicer on it. This time what I am having, so country, there is only one country available, that is Canada and US, right? So you can put this also as a slider over here and see across these 2 different countries how they are performing. Okay, so like this. Now how these slicers works, if you select only first class, okay, you can see these are a lot interactive dashboard now, like same day deliveries, consumer also, they are only in United States and across the particular date like this. So it will be get optimized, correct? And easily you can refresh these filters like this. Okay, fine. If you want to check only in Canada, total quantity sold are 39,000. In Canada itself, there are 781 quantities only sold. Okay, so you can check these particular perspectives also. And in Canada, if you observe, the furnitures are the maximum which is sold. Fine. This is a simple view of a chart where you understand that the minimum sales are coming from the fasteners, right? And the day 17 is the day when I need the inventories to be get ready, because that is the day when I am getting the maximum sales. Okay. And second thing, category wise there is no such variations. In south need to be focused because the sales are low and it has the potential. Why the potential? Because if you will check the potential in the south, by the sales of 2 million, they are maintaining the profit ratio of 0.02. Whereas by the sales of 2.5 million in central, they are only getting 0.02%. The profits are 39,000 in it. Correct? So in this way, need to understand that how the things are going on. Fine? Get that particular thing. Okay? Yes, definitely. The data that I am using, I will share it. Okay? I will share it onto the particular links I will provide. I will provide you a GitHub link also where this particular project will be also available. Okay? Fine. And let me show you where you will find this particular data. Okay? That will be much better to you. Fine. So check, open your browser. Okay, on your browser if you go over there, search for sample superstore data to download. Okay, this is a Tableau official website, right? This is your Tableau official website. Directly in sample data you will get this particular data and many more also you will get over here. Fine, many more you will get into it. Okay, I will share this link into the chat, into the description, so get it over there. Right, from here you can download any of the data set that are available into it. Fine. So this link I will share, as well as the GitHub link also I will share, where this particular project also be available. Okay, so you can adjust this particular chart now. This is how within few minutes we come to a particular conclusions. Right over here, the analytics is not done. The role of business analyst comes into the scenario where, okay, where they need to demonstrate it. How you will justify your things. Okay, if you will check into the east, right? If with south, if you need to understand the difference in the data, when you will right click on it, you have the analyze option, where if you will see that it will summarize the things for you. Okay, let's wait for it and see what informative things it will give to you. It will analyze the whole data set that you have across the different cities, right? If you will see, this is the variation, this is the original, this is the variation in Los Angeles West, and this is how it comparing. So you can see the variations with the products also, and you can see the variation according to the different classes also, and across the office supplies, technology and furnitures, home office, consumer and corporate type segments, and country wise also, just the United States is over there. So you can add any of these analysis into your data. Like city wise analysis I need, I will add it on there. Okay, just click on the plus sign, it will get added with this particular over here. Okay, this is what you are having into this particular segment. right? Minimize it and represent it along with the insights that you get it out of it, right? That will be the analysis. You can say that you are having in-depth analysis about the things. Okay, that is the dashboard that we have with the Power BI. Let me show you a glimpse of the Power BI services where you are having more depth. The tool that if you have with you, okay, that will make a major difference in your analytics. Okay, let me show you. Okay, workshop, let me make it by the date. Okay, so that it will be more understood. Let it dive automatically on the online platform of Power BI. Okay, open. This is what the interface of Power BI services is. Okay, you say that this is just the online platform of Power BI. So what is the difference? From here, you can do a lot of things into it. You can add it, you can monitor the performances, okay, enable workspace monitoring along with it, and you can set the particular alerts for the variations that you are having. You can share it with your stakeholders, right? It is already saved. Now let me show you the strength of Power BI services from its home tab. Okay, if you look over here, there are a lot of options, correct? Now if you will check for create option, okay, and check its see all options. Okay, now the biggest platform of Azure opens where data lakehouse, notebooks that is for Python, Spark, environment, Spark job definition, and API graphical representation, Snowflake, and data factories you can create into it, right? The pipelines of your data you can create into it. Data science related machine learning models you can create. You can create the data agents also into it, right? Directly. Data warehousings you can do by using the different sources. So it means directly SQL also you can connect on it. Graphical presentations, definitely Power BI has this that one. Industry related solutions you can create. Real time intelligence streams you can add into it. And reporting you can do. That is the paginated reports. Directly you can create from here. Okay. If you will select a particular one, create a paginated report of it. Okay. You will see that how realistic reports that I need can be created easily on these platforms. Okay, directly you can start working with the tabular presentation over here. Like I have a total revenue, and let me show the reason wise analysis of it. I need the reason wise valuations of it, right? So this is the report that it is creating. Editing mode only shows a 500 rows with it. So it shows you the preview and it shows how the reportings can be done into it, right? So in this way, you can get a lot of information and you can see the preview of it, right? And add more reports onto it, right? So how the particular reports can be created and how the particular like this it will be represented to you, right? These are just the review that how it is calculating the things. Pivoted data it will use and give you the reportings of it, right? So this is the approach. This is the approach. And along with the Power BI, you have Fabric, and directly the particular Power BI, new Fabric, also you can move ahead. With Fabric, you have a lot of options where directly the pipelines, the basic data analytics, right? Data analytics using SQL, and a lot basic machine learning models. And you can see that it creates definitely the complete roadmap of a business analyst, right? That is the power of analytics. And on a single platform, you can understand all the activities that you need to do, right from the planning to the deliveries. Okay, so this is what you have into the Power BI. Now, let's have just I will show you the interface of the different platforms. That for Excel, I hope you all seen the Excel. About the Tableau and the SQL, I will show you that how the interface of these two tools are also available, and you can work with these particular tools also. Okay, let the Tableau get open. Fine. With Power BI, one more thing, that is your Copilot is connected. Okay, and you can prepare the data for AI also, right? Improve the things using the particular platforms, right? So you can connect with the online platform and it will work for you. Okay, so in that way you can work. This is the Tableau platform where you can see the Excel file that we have, correct? So how easily Tableau also can create all these visualizations for you, so that a correct outputs you can get out of it, and the insights that you are need to extract from the data, it also gives you a very quick view of that particular things. Okay, let's drop it over here. Fine, the same data, it shows 21 fields and 10,194 rows into it. So if you will check, this is the platform, these are the visualizations it has, right? I just need to show you one example which is very interesting in Tableau, that is its maps. If you will use the map, 59 unknown parameter is appearing. Let's make it correct. Let me change it to none. Now you can see it is having more insights directly. Region wise analysis I need to do. Let's divide it into 4 regions, and the sales data I need into the colors. So you can see this is what you have into the different segments, right? And the sales label I need to put, the state label also I need to put, right? So this is the distribution of the complete map, right? So within the map also you have a lot of things like background layers you can correct. You can make it more easy to understand because there is no layer right now. Let's have it according to the population. Okay, or let's have the population. Okay, African Indian, or you can have occupied home units, US occupation. Okay, so according to the age, median age, let's have the population data. So you can see this is the distribution of the population. According to that, you can see here what is the particular I am getting. Here I am not having any sales, right? This is where you are having the maximum population on the green side. There also I am not having any sales. Here, District of Columbia, I am just having where the sales, the particular population is high. Still, I am not having good sales over there, right? In California, I am getting the maximum sales. So in that way, you can just check the layers according to the different categories, that according to these layers you can understand according to the population I'm getting the thing or not, right? So the same charts you can create into the Tableau also, right? If you want to look into the SQL platform, okay, let's look into it also. Fine, this one, this is a MySQL, okay, let's ignore it. This is the new value. So this is how the databases can be created and work with these particular data. Fine, if you will check, this is the data I have, okay, let's see. Select star from what table I have in it. I have this one, let me use this, okay, so execute it directly and see what is the data you have. You can filter out the data very easily, right? And you can check the informations, you can do the calculations on it, right? So in this way you are having the different platforms where you can work with the data sets, right, and do the analysis on it. Fine. So what is the difference then? I am working with a lot of different kind of things, a different kind of tools I am working. So how things works? Is the tool training sufficient? From tools I am getting the insights. Interpretation and planning part is the most important one. Okay, now let's see what makes your resume building strategy. What will be you must follow for your resume building? First step, that is mastering in Excel and SQL first of all, right? And most popular tools of visualization, that is for Power BI and Tableau. One of that, get hands-on practice on this. If you want a good hands-on job, definitely you need to get into Python. In general, it is said that, oh, you are doing business analytics, then you don't need to get into the Python, right? Excel, SQL, and one visualization tool is sufficient. But the era is changing. You need to get into Python also. Okay, up to the advanced analytics. Fine. Over here, if you will see, some of the major things are presented. That is case studies, best practices, a real-time project, mini project, automation, right? What does it mean? Industrial approach learning you need to do, not just copy paste and execution, creating some charts only and getting over fine. The chart is got prepared. You need to work with the project based learning you need to do, how the industry is working, that you need to understand through the learnings during your journey. Okay, and statistics, which is the most important part. Everywhere the calculations are over there. Okay, resume projects you need to create, right? After going through these particular steps, tools and learnings, build your profile projects. Your portfolio must be very interactive, attract the attention of the recruiters. Okay, those projects must be ATS friendly. It means the insights, the recommendations, the planning, your creativity must reflect out of it. Like this clear sections must be over there. The skills, the project, the internships, right? Highlight the tools and their impact on your project. Okay, just one page ideal length, not more than that. Fine. And the biggest community platform, that is LinkedIn nowadays, that need to be optimized. and never mention such kind of things where you are not confident. Okay, highlighting at the projects, connect with your alumni, post regularly. Post regularly is very essentially required if you need to be create into, or you need to represent yourself in the community. Put your presence over there. Okay, mock interviews and the placement support you need a lot for the practice. Suppose your dream company, Amazon you are trying or for Google you are trying for Microsoft you are trying for, right? Tesla you are trying for, a big giants you are trying for, and you appear directly into their interviews and you got rejected because you don't know how to face the interviews. So that is very essentially required that you have to go through some mock interviews. Okay, and a proper guidance, technical as well as HR round, feedback and improve it. So rather than rejection and improvement, have the suggestion and improvement, the feedback and improvement process. That is much better. Okay, and company specific preparations you need to do. Okay, you need to have a 100% placement assistance with you. Then you will be feel confident. Fine. Build skills, create the impact, showcase them effectively, get placed. This is the basic funda of getting into placements. Fine. Now, how you are going to start your analytical career? Okay, build strong foundation. In strong foundation, as I told you, the two tools, that is Excel and SQL, you need to get into it, right? So through Excel and SQL, what you are doing, data cleaning, advanced functions, SQL queries, and real life case studies you need to build into it. Okay, whereas when you are getting into the visualizations, you will create interactive dashboard. Okay, SQL calculations into Power BI and Tableau also you can create that, and real life case studies again you need to follow on, and into advanced analytics with Python and statistics that you are implementing, the pandas and numpy library you need to get hold on. It's visualizations, statistical analysis, basic machine learning. Okay, advanced we don't need, right? That is truth. And showcasing your projects that must be end-to-end case studies, not a small one. Understand that. And resume highlighting must be there with these projects. Documentation must be over there if you are applying for business analytics. Okay, prepare for interviews, technical HR round through the mock interviews, as I told you in the previous slide. Okay, fine. So why join the data analytics revolution? Because everywhere is data. How you are going to work with that? High demanding career is over there. Okay, and growth is very fast, right? A practical learning you will see into it. What you need to do into the practical learning, gain in demand skills through hands-on projects and real world case studies. Fine. Then growth opportunities. When you will get the growth opportunities, by looking into those opportunities, exactly where is the opportunity, you need to look into it, right? Through the guidances. Great career that comes with your resume building, mock interviews, and dedicated placement assistance. Fine. And having the 100% placement supports with you. Okay. So what is in our new batch, which is starting in March 2026? Expert instructors are over there. This is certified curriculum. career guidances will be there, and very limited seats. That is just 25 seats in a single batch, not more than that. Fine. So become a data analytics expert and transform your career through that. Okay. So exactly what you are going to gain into it, that is by securing your spot in March 2026 batch. Definitely within few months you will be confident and you can start applying for the jobs. Okay, the batch is starting from March 2026, right? And certified data analytics training will be there, expert guidance and career supports by those mentors who are already mentoring the companies like Microsoft, Google, TCS, Amazon, IITs, and companies like KPMG, okay, and BMW Germany. So those mentors who are having the expertise to deal with these companies with their practical experiences, who are already mentoring, training the employees of those companies, understanding their requirements. From them you are getting the guidances. Okay. That's why it is possible to give you the real world projects. Okay. And definitely that's why the 100% placements assistances are over there also. So shape your future in data analytics and enroll now. Fine. Just limited seats are available in it. Fine. So this is what the complete approach we have, where you are going to learn the technicalities and the communication, the planning, the project management, and dealing with the clients with the assistance of your mock interviews, your resume preparation, your technical supports, and building your portfolios. Fine. Apply now. If you are applying through this webinar, okay, you are having a lot of different benefits with you, right? And who can apply, who can join this particular batch? Like students, if you are fresher, if you are currently in your final year or third year, if you are working professional looking for switching your career, and fresher graduates also can apply on it. Okay, so this is what we have, right? And this particular program is full stack business and data analytics professional program, which is fully industry focused, project based, not tools training. It is, remember it, this is not a course, this is not a particular, you can say, classes. This is a program that is project based and placement oriented, so that you will get prepared for the placement, not just a skill up program. Okay, so that the impact to get prepare yourself for the industry, right? So analytics is not about tools. That's what I am agree 100%. Either you are not agree or not, mention it into the chat box or into the comments, right? And if you are serious, this is your moment, because as I said you in the very first slide, that if you are going to think for a year, you are going to lose 5 lakh rupees. Okay, it's your moment to take a hard decision about your career and a serious decision about your career. Fine. So right from 3 months from now, you can either stay where you are or become industry ready. It means this particular program is of 3 months, and after 3 months, either you are going to look out of the window of your home, otherwise you will be the one to whom others who are just planning till now are looking to you. Okay, so be ready. In this particular program, there will be more than 10 experts who are working as an analyst in big tycoon companies. Okay, their mentorship, their guidance will also be provided to you as an experts. Okay, so those will be come and join you to share their experience and let you know what exactly this industries need right now from the analysts. So their experience will build you the confidence, and you will understand that yes, we are on the right track. Okay, so matter of 3 months and go ahead. Fine. Someone asked me that what is the fees? Okay, what is the fees of this program? So a simple thing, that is, if you are deciding something right now, or if you are just planning right now and you will plan for 1 year, you are going to lose 5 lakh rupees, right? And fees is not above your career. Okay, so first of all, try it and take the first step to book your slot right now by just rupees 500. Okay, and pay the remaining later on. And if your particular decision will get changed, that I am not comfortable to join this particular batch, this amount is also refundable. Okay, and one more thing, that is, if any movement in the complete curriculum before 50% completion of the program, if you say that I am not comfortable to move ahead, your 100% fees will be refunded. Okay, that is the confidence, that is the assurity we are giving you, right? Okay, so over here you are having the registration process through this particular QR code. You can pay those 500 rupees to book your slot, and here is the registration form link that will be available into the chat box as well as in the description also. Go with that. Okay, and share the payment screenshot on the mobile number that is provided. Okay, our team will connect with you, discuss with you the things, what exactly is your requirement, what exactly your situation is, at what position you are right now, why you want to get into this particular career. According to that, they will design your roadmap. Okay, those who are going to join this particular batch, they all will have the different roadmaps with them according to their skills. For freshers, they will be different. For those who are switching their career, it will be different. Okay, those who are in their studies right now, for them it will be different. So the roadmaps will be different for each and every individual. Then only it is possible to approach to achieve the target of your career. Okay, so don't hesitate to connect with me anytime. Okay, on my LinkedIn, on over here in comments. Okay, on my WhatsApp number, connect over there, discuss the things, then move ahead. But remember, the spots are only 25. Seats can be filled anytime. So book your slots as soon as possible. Okay, that's it for today. Meet you by next week again with new project area, new insights from the industry, new requirements from the industry, the black background or the black history, black, you can say, the scenario of the industry also. Why black? Because the actual thing which is going on into the industry, no one in the ad tech telling you. That's why not just 70%, 98% of the ad tech learners got fail into the interviews. Okay, so don't hesitate, go ahead, book your slots into it. Okay, so that's it for today. Put your comments, right? Put your views and what exactly you need. Let me know. I will be there with you. Connect on LinkedIn and I will guide you over there. Okay, and please drop into the chat box if any additional informations you need, and about what topics, about what area. Next time whenever I will connect with you on webinar, what area you need to be discussed with me. Be connected. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for being with me today in this webinar. Thank you, all of you.